start a road trip. 6 in the morning. Yeah, so going out to Sunset Point this morning to set up my project, which is going to be a car in, sorry about the camera, which is going to be a car in one of the parking spaces, and yeah. Okay, so we're just now coming, it's about 6:40 right now, and the sun literally has just come above the mountains over there. Can't see them right now because there's kind of one in the way, but we are coming up to my favorite sign. It has to be on the 17th, which is for Black Canyon City, and it's just a sign that says pie on it. One of the blue information signs. Because like apparently this place in Black Canyon City is really well known for their pie. Like they were guessing in the news and stuff. And I don't know, the sign just cracks me up every time I go by. Like it's just listing like all the amenities that are at that exit, and just pie is listed on one of them. And I just love that it is that important to of a site that it's added on with, like, you know, like the food and gas as like a specific thing. So sign should be coming up soon. I can never like perfectly get where it is. I always think it's closer than it is, so it's probably a little bit, but yeah, right now we Table Mesa, and so I guess that's about 10-ish minutes from Sunset Point. Sorry, very early for me right now. Still can't see the sun, but it's over there. It just peaked up above the mountains. Come on, sign, where are you? Sorry I haven't been recording like this entire thing because, I mean, it's still kind of dark and I want to try and limit how much I'm holding this. I mean, I'm balancing it on the steering wheel, but
here on satellite radio.
I want to limit how much I'm actually using the camera while I'm driving. It's car safety.
Or reschedule it.
Oh, you can see over there the sun kind of leaking over the mountains.
Set out to be a great tour that Dusty Hill got injured on the bus or something.
But yeah, this is the 17, I-17, which is one of the, basically the only highway out of the general Phoenix area that can get you literally to anywhere else. Pretty view. Sorry if the camera's really weird. I'm facing forward, so hopefully it's getting what I want it to get. Okay, so there's the Black Canyon City sign with, so that means the pie sign should be really close. I mean, it's nice to get this anyways, because it's really pretty dry for a lot of it. Especially this part right here. You can kind of, I don't know if you can see, but in distance there are the plateaus. It might be easier when we be closer. But yeah, I chose what I was saying before, but I chose the I-17 and not north and not south, because it's we use this more to go on all of our road trips that we went on throughout my life. fact that we mostly drove places. We didn't really fly that much, which thank God, because I'm not the biggest fan of planes. I mean, they're fun, but very stressful. But, so, I mean, I don't know, that whole fascination with the American road trip and stuff like that, I guess. Especially living in Arizona where it's like 20 minutes to anywhere. Hi, sign, where are you? Oh, we'll get to listen to, I don't know if you can hear it, it's being picked up. We'll get to listen to some nice classic rock, some Van Halen, while we wait for the pie sign. Because you can't have a road trip without classic rock. Probably isn't that interesting to you guys, but I like it. Okay, so next stop, Black Canyon. Sorry, not Black Canyon City. I mean, it's in Black Canyon City, but next up, Sunset Point. Okay, here we are at Sunset Point rest stop. Pretty view over there. Car said it was 62 degrees out, so it is freezing for me. Momentarily blinded by the sun. There's the freeway. So I'm going to be doing it in this parking space. Hopefully, no one parks here because I'm probably going to put one of my bins in front of it, but hopefully this works. I haven't tried this out yet, so it's going to be interesting. Okay, so this was very interesting. So it ended up having to be improvised a lot because the way I guess I had attached the pieces, they were not working together. Like, they weren't stable enough to hold it all together. So, sorry about the picture. So I kind of had to really improvise. It's a little uneven, but mostly it works. This is just the frame. So now I'm gonna put in the parking space. There's my car. So I'm gonna basically put the fabric on and see how that works. A couple people have actually already written some notes, so that's cool. They've been very interesting. So here is my intermediate project, intervention. Actually, so it's basically almost like a ghost car. So it's supposed to represent all the different stories that come through rest stops, because rest stops are never the actual destination. It's always this kind of stopping point for all these different people. And I always thought it'd be really interesting to, hear everyone's story and stuff like that. So I have to get a little closer to the car. And so basically, it's a wire frame with a bunch of interfacing over it to kind of act as like the flowy, kind of almost there, quite not there feel of it. And so basically what you do is you can see there's little sticky notes, and one dude had his own legal pad. and you can either write or draw or do whatever you want on it. I have a couple suggestions over on my car. You can see the little bucket that has suggestions and things you can write and some guidelines. And so they're basically little notes, and you safety pin them to the car, which you can see some people have already done. I've had 3 people. Mine's the one on top right there. And so basically it's whatever people want to write, and it's kind of representing all their stories basically. It's kind of like a story car almost. And it's in the parking space at Sunset Point because I thought it was interesting, because they're, even though it is lookout points and everything like that, it's never actually anyone's actual destination. And it's just up past Black Canyon City up north, going on I-17. And now you can see my car's the Mini right there for comparison. Kind of had to improv a lot of this because the wire the way it was connected wasn't very stable. So that's why it's kind of more a representation of a car, not an actual car, which was what the original one was. But I mean, I still like how it came out. So I'm gonna leave it here. It's 11 right now. Took me like 4 hours to set this thing up because of setbacks. But I'm gonna leave it, see what happens, see if more people actually can do this without, like, take the notes without prompting. And yeah, that's basically it. So here is Sunset Point itself, the scenic lookout view. See, parking lot's back over there. And so this is just a nice little, caught in the daytime, so I guess you can't really tell the namesake. But, yeah, so it's just this really pretty kind of area. It has a monument over here, sorry, to, it's like a sundial. It's to, looks like a war monument. But I think it's actually for the dude who helped create the I-17 as well. Yeah, I guess this is definitely not what Wikipedia said, but this site is dedicated to honor employees of the Arizona Department of Transportation who died while serving the citizens of the state of Arizona. Sorry, that was off. There. That's very, very morbid and very sad. That's nice, and there's some writing that's really hard to read on there. It just says the name. And the date, and I'm assuming where they were. There's the actual sundial, and mountains, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And now we wait. I'm kind of sitting over in one of these little, like, table areas, waiting to see if anyone will actually, I mean, a couple people have gone up to the piece and kind of read what's on the bin, in the bucket, but they haven't actually done anything on their own without me over there. I mean, hopefully, especially when I have to leave for an eye appointment, that people will actually, you know, participate and write on them. I mean, I hope that's what happens. It'd be nice to get people to do that on prompting. Have to figure out how I'm gonna leave the bucket. I don't want it too low to the ground, so I mean, it's easy for people to read it. So it's gonna be interesting trying to figure out kind of where to put it. And this sculpture is kind of caving in on itself, which makes sense because the wind is kind of strong up here. Because I don't know if you can really see it, but it's kind of a plateau that we're on. I guess you can kind of see it. Yeah, it just drops down. And this is one big plateau, and it's very windy. So it's kind of been blowing all the fabric, because I've had a little bit more fabric because the piece isn't exactly the dimensions it was going to be. So so there's a lot more fabric than there should, which is kind of nice because then I can tuck it under the piece. But basically, I'm just sitting and waiting. I don't know if you can see it, but it's the white thing next to the Mini. And I mean, I just hope people will do more than just kind of read the notes. I hope they actually write on them. Hopefully, oh, I realized I forgot to bring something to actually stable to write on. Maybe I should leave it next to the signs. I think I might leave it like on top of those signs over there. That's what I might do. Or maybe on the rocks or something. I don't know. That might work. I'll figure it out when I have to leave. I'm gonna hang out here for another like hour and a half. See what people do. And then go to my eye appointment, then have to come back, chill here for a while, maybe might go up to either Jerome or maybe Sedona if I have enough time. And then, because I got this up at 11, don't know if I want to stay here till 11, but we'll see how I feel, and if anyone has actually written on it. I might have to take it down once the sun goes down because there's no lights on it, so you can't really see, and there aren't really lights. I mean, that's not a satellite. I mean, there's lights over there, but it's not really lights next to it. Probably should have put it next to it, but oh well, we'll see how this goes. I mean, it wasn't too dark. But yeah, we'll see. Well, okay, so I need to go to my eye appointment, so I mean, I left the bucket over there in front of the piece. Hopefully it stays up. I mean, it's a lot windier than I thought it was gonna be. I thought having enough holes in it would kind of like let the air kind of almost filter through. So this is gonna be interesting. Well, it is now 81, and so it got raised about 20 degrees, but it felt like it was a lot hotter than that. And so I'm off to my eye appointment. It's 12:30 right now. Probably gonna stop and get something to eat. Didn't have breakfast because, yeah, I usually don't eat in the morning. Oh, doggies. Yay, doggies. There's been a lot of dogs here. It's adorable because there's a little dog rest station right there. So there's been like 8 billion dogs, which is adorable. You can see the little sign over there. And I mean, I really hope people do it because I mean, people have kind of just been like looking at it and then talking to me, reading the sign on the bowl, not the bowl, I don't know why I keep calling it that, in the bucket, but they're not doing anything. So I think that's really interesting that, I mean, they notice it, obviously. I've seen a lot of people walk by it and kind of look at it and obviously ask me questions, but not a lot of people have actually, like, participated, which is interesting. I mean, when people, 2 of them had to, one had to be prompted. Like, I asked them, like, it would really be helpful if, you did this for me. If you would, write down whatever you want on one of these and put it on there. The other 2 actually did it unprompted, after talking to me. So, appointment's at 2:30. Probably an hour, probably closer to 2, depending on how long I'm waiting there. So, come back after that. It'll probably be around 4 or 5-ish, possibly 6. Check on it then. Hopefully it hasn't fallen over, because it's not, it's a lot more stable. I'm glad I stayed a little bit longer than I wanted to. So it's, let's hope this stays till I get back, because I really would like people to, do something with it. I mean, we'll like put notes on it, not like destroy it. I mean, as long as the actual thing doesn't blow away, I think it'll be fine. I can just put it back up when I get back. But yeah. Okay, back at Sunset Point. At almost 4, my appointment didn't take that long. And we come back and it almost, apparently according to some of the people who work here, it almost flew away. It got a good like couple feet off the ground. I see one new one. He said there was half a dozen, so it looks like only one is actually missing from the wreckage of this. He said he was going to send me an email with some of them, some pictures and stuff like that, so we'll see how those turn out. Did better than I thought it was. That's really nice of them that they caught it when it was flying away. But, yeah, definitely, I mean, it's still here, so that's the good thing. Try and fix it up, leave it for a little bit, come back and get it around sundown probably. Yeah, so, I mean, it lasted a good couple hours, which is better than expected. The wreckage being held up so you can see how the rips, how it kind of all came into different pieces. Because wind was definitely stronger than I thought it was going to be. I'd probably put weights on it if I ever do this again. Okay, so that adventure, that piece is over. Now it's time to go to the alien themed diner at Sedona, get some food, and
adventure.
Yeah, maybe go to that cool little junkyard there and
buy some cars.
Yeah, commentary courtesy of my brother. And we just made the turn off to go towards Sedona, and so I'm just gonna film this whole part because the rocks around here are really pretty. They're all red, and especially the Bell Rock. So just enjoy. Probably you can only hear the wind, but if you can hear it's smoke on the water, but be purple.
Oh shit.
Wrong one.
I'm coming.
Bottom.
Oh.
Thank you. roundabout.
I know,
We're gonna hold it and just point it out the window because he's not about to afford to do with one of them, okay?
This is when you get like a GoPro. It's like looking out of the car and I was like,
more insight from the Prince of Darkness on the definitive Ozzy collection.
My latest album, Memoirs of a Madman.
Sirius XM's Memoirs of a Madman week continues in less than 20 minutes.
On Ozzy's Boneyard.
Some of these boxes.
it's like The Walking Dead.
anymore with just views of Sedona. So we're going to the Red Planet Diner, which is the alien-themed diner, and then we're going home. Well, I'm dropping my brother off. Then I'm going back to my apartment.